Fuck, she keeps it real when others won't. Telling you the truth, not what you wanna hear. Flipping all the cards when spirit still. Yeah, spirit spills the tea so clear. Clocking all that needs to appear. Energy don't lie, it's right here. No disguise, no need to fear. Straight, no chaser, feel the vibe. Energy don't lie, don't hide. Fuck, she tells it to your face. Truth is bright, can't erase. Men lie, women lie, but energy stays. Fuck, she cuts through all the fake displays. Reading all the signs that spirit sent. Truth will always win in the end. Spirit spills the tea so clear. Clocking all it needs to appear. Energy don't lie, it's right here. No disguise, no need to fear. Straight, no chaser, feel the vibe. Energy don't lie, don't hide. Fuck, she tells it to your face. Truth is bright, can't erase. Straight, no chaser, feel the vibe. Energy don't lie, don't hide. Fuck, she tells it to your face. Truth is bright, can't erase.
Here we go. What is going on? Hey, happy Friday. Happy Venus Day. Listen, if you are seeing this, make sure you show all the goddesses in your life. All right. Today is Friday. It is Venus Day. Shout out to the Tauruses and Libras. All right. Happy Goddess Day, baby. Shout out to my girls. Okay. Shout out. Hey, Afra. What up, Allison? Hey, Perla. What's going on, beautiful people? Happy Goddess Day, baby. Okay. Oh, wait. I got the poll. Hold on. Let me fix the banner. Here we go. Okay. All right, beautiful people. Yes. Yes, indeed. All right. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Okay. Hey, what's going on? How y'all Friday doing? Recording editions, but popped in because, oh, thank you. Thank you. How's that going, baby? I see you, Afra. Afra be doing her thing. It's giving very Leo. It is definitely giving very Leo. If a Leo is not doing some level of like being on stage, I don't know what y'all doing. Leos, y'all way too creative and have way too much like sun energy. Okay, y'all rule the sun. So, so listen, y'all. First of all, hold on. Okay, hold on. Let me bring this over here. Let me tell y'all something. This weekend might be a little bit spicy. I'm not even gonna lie. And maybe a little bit spicy this weekend. I'm just saying, listen, it's about being aware of the energies. All right. Whether if you believe in astrology or not, listen, I'm just giving y'all a heads up. Okay. Only reason why is because, first of all, let me go ahead. Let me put a little timestamp on this before I start talking. Where we at? Okay. Let me put a little timestamp real quick. Okay. because this weekend, right, Mars is going to be up, linking up with freaking Mercury retrograde, okay? And it's going to be up in Pisces too, because Mercury retrograde is still going on, okay? And that's a fact. Mercury retrograde is still going on, and it's also in the sign of Pisces, okay? Now, the thing about it is that when Mars turns around and meets up, okay, this is where it's just like, hold on, you may end up seeing some sort of like, what the fuck is going on? Like, why is everybody just like a little bit too on the edge or whatever? Because with Mercury, while Mercury is retrograding in Pisces, right? So this combination, basically, people could be saying some wild stuff out their mouth, yo. So this is also with you. So just be mindful of those intrusive thoughts. Now, Mercury retrograde normally wants you to slow down. When you hear retrograde energy, people always be like, oh my gosh, starting to get up in arms. Me personally, I love retrogrades, because retrogrades is the gift of save time and being able to slow down and reflect. And also it's good to do a little, internal spring cleaning. What a time to do it, because spring equinox is next week. So with this Mercury retrograde, this is about slowing down, reflecting, and processing the past. And Pisces already brings up a lot of emotional memories. Okay, so there's always going to be these subtle feelings that we may not have fully dealt with. So whatever stuff is in the closet and all this other stuff, it's coming up. Now, mind you, this may not be how this Mercury retrograde is affecting you. Maybe you just coasting or whatever. Might be one of these retrogrades where it's just like, nah, I'm not over here bugging out. I'm actually pretty good, which is great. So if this retrograde is not hitting you as hard, or you're not being flustered, or you're not being overwhelmed with a lot of like freaking unexplained emotions, or feeling heavily, feeling heavy, then be proud and be happy, because that means that, okay, that, the work is working. Now, with Mars coming into play and interacting with Mercury, this is where, if y'all know Mars energy, Mars wants action. Mars wants to confront things immediately. So this is why we're the spice. Now, don't get it twisted. Pisces is spicy. Okay, especially those Pisces that got those fire moons, or don't come across a March Pisces that got a little bit of that Aries energy. Okay, because understand, Mars rules Aries too. So with this Mars direct, this is about impatience. Mars rules is the planet of ambition, action, and also is the war god. Okay. Okay, so you're not bugging. Okay, you're not bugging. I'm just letting you know right now. Just understand that you are not bugging. All right. So again, this weekend, because this whole like transit is happening basically. It's starting like the 14th, but we could be seeing just some of the like the pre-energy now. Okay. Now, the thing about it is that, like, do understand too that this could also affect traveling, because Mercury does rule traveling, and it also does rule like technology and things of that nature. So technology is always going to sit here and get flustered. You may even start to see people online like wilding out and shit like that or whatever. So when you combine these energies, what we often see is basically old grievances resurfacing very suddenly, and people feeling the urge to say exactly what's been bothering them without filtering first. So there could be a lot of speaking without thinking. Okay. And also too, you may have some people that might want to turn around and bring up some shit from like fucking 1987 or 2002, and you're just like, bruh. Me personally, look, this is how I feel. Anything pre-apocalyptic, aka 2020, is a blur, because 2020, there was a lot of stuff that's happened collectively. Like, I mean, worldwide, it was like a freaking global shit going on. And that was like 6 years ago. So that was already just like very impactful. So now when you start to combine, say, the energy from 2020 up until now, just imagine there's some people that haven't really dealt with a lot of things, or they still are dealing with, say, new things. So there's a big combination of stuff that's going on right now, because you got folks who maybe possibly still have compounded stress or compounded emotions and all this other stuff, and now they're over here just like front loading all and everything, because Mercury retrograde in Pisces deals with all of that subconscious stuff, feelings and everything. So if someone comes at you a little sideways this weekend, don't even take it personal. Okay, everybody speaks about the emotional intellect. It's more so about the awareness. Whether if you, like I said, whether if you believe in astrology or not, okay, this is about like understanding, just like the energy, period. You'll notice once you peep game, it's going to be up to you to be like, oh, you know what? Foxy said something like this, that people going to start acting weird and maybe like just saying a lot of salacious or outlandish things of their, out their mouth. So it's up to you to be like, all right, okay, so you know what? I'm not even going to turn around and engage, because at the end of the day, drink water and mind the business that pays. If you are emotionally like reacting to everything and every little thing, then you still got some work to do. Okay. So like I said, if someone comes at you a little sideways this weekend, try not to take it personal. A lot of people are simply reacting to emotional things that have been sitting beneath the surface. Another thing that I also want you to be mindful of is transportation and movement. Again, Mercury rules travel. Mars rules speed and impulsiveness. So this is one of the transits where people may be rushing, distracted, multitasking too much. People, it also, things could be slowing down. People have very little patience. So give yourself some time, no matter where you're going. Okay, give yourself some time and just be extra mindful while driving, running errands, or just moving around this weekend. Just slow down and stay present. And especially for the mutable signs could be feeling this like the most, with the honorable mention of Aries, because Aries is ruled by Mars. So Geminis, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces, especially if you have these placements, look at where these placements are and look where Mars and Mercury is placed in your chart, in the house. Okay, so the biggest piece of advice that I basically want to leave you with before we get into this reading is that you don't need to say yes to every invite. You don't need to engage in every conversation. If there's at any point in time where you want to be mindful of your energy, and people, talk about protecting your peace, or even just preserving your peace, is this weekend. Because sometimes the most powerful way to move through this Mars and Mercury like clash is to pause, observe, and respond later when the emotions settle. Let people reveal where they're at emotionally, but don't feel like you have to match that intensity. Okay, so that's my little talk right now. All right, so let's go ahead and let's get into the reading. Okay, where we at? What's the timestamp on this? 13. All right. Listen, drink water and mind the business that pays you. Okay, I'm telling y'all, because you don't want to be in your feelings. Okay, you don't want to be in your feelings and you missed. you end up missing. All right, stick to the plan, not your emotions. All right. Be kind and rewind. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember Blockbuster? Be kind and rewind. Listen, I'm a retrograde baby, and not for nothing, especially too, like all of like majority of the, let's just say the 80s babies, especially like the ones born in 84. That year, a lot of folks that's born in 84 or just around, like I would just say millennials, like a lot of the millennials, we literally are Pluto transit babies, like bruh. So Yeah, we got a different sort of skin, okay? Yes, my dear. That is also another thing. If you would like to get on the list, you know what to do. I'm gonna put it on the bottom. All right. So if you want to get on the list, go ahead. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Hold on. Let me just put it at the bottom. And yeah, so hold on. Where is it at? Wait, why is it doing this? Hold on. Oh, here it go. Okay. All right. Hold on. Okay, y'all. All right. Like I said, I'm not here for a long time, but I'm here for a good time. Okay. Be kind and rewind. All right. So, all right, let's see what we got for the weekend, for the upcoming weekend, for the spicy weekend. Okay. All right. First and foremost, thank you. I want to thank my guys and your guys for delivering this message. All right. Stay ready so you ain't got to get ready. Okay. Now, like I said, we got a spicy weekend coming up. Time and energy is fluid. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it don't apply, let it fly. All right. I am going to be just dropping off all of these messages. Okay. So we're going to see what to expect this weekend, how you could dodge this weekend, what's coming your way this weekend. All right. We're going to see what messages we have for the collective. This message is for the people who are riding for me, for the Vibe Tribe. Okay. The Vibe Tribe for my subscribers, for the people that are on my Patreon, for the people who are supporting me. I love y'all. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all. All right. Let's see what we got for the weekend. We're getting a good little mix up here for the weekend. Yes. Okay. For real. All right, Spirit, what you got for the beautiful collective? What you need to tell them about this upcoming weekend? Because it might be a little bit crazy. All right, let's see. Upcoming weekend for the collective. What's this? Mountain Road. You are on the road to success. Oh, I see. Okay, Spirit, it said, let me remind you. Let me remind you. Okay. They said, listen, let me remind you real quick that you are on the road to success. That this weekend, no matter what sort of hurdles, what sort of things come your way, okay, it don't matter how high the mountain is, how many speed bumps come through. Let me remind you that you are on the road to success, baby. So sometimes right before when you reach that success, there's always going to be something that's going to pop off, because you know why? You are conditioned, because now you're getting out the dojo. You outside right now. Some of y'all might be coming outside. Some of y'all are noticing like, yo, it's the weird vibe. Some of y'all might be like, yo, you know what? I'm not even fazed by it. I'm hyped that I actually peeped it. Okay. So it feel like y'all gonna be peeping a lot of stuff like, oh, you ain't getting me out there. I'm not coming off my throne for that. You like, I ain't coming off my throne for that. I see what you're doing. Okay. I see what you're doing. Come on now. Great passion. Okay. There's too much great passion here. You have too much love that's around you, too much love that's in you. Okay. It feels like for some of this weekend, it feels like there's going to be like a sense of folks giving you your flowers this week. Okay. This weekend. Feels like maybe some of you could be buying your own self some flowers. Who knows? You celebrating yourself. You celebrating a milestone. When I look at this here. I'm hearing like, yo, I'm celebrating a milestone. I'm popping champagne. Maybe some of y'all might be having a little drinky drink this weekend. Oh, look, take care or there will be a loss of material wealth. Listen, don't argue with fools because from a distance, you can't tell who's who. Spirit is already letting you know this weekend, listen, baby, you are on a good run. You feeling good about yourself. You're in a good space. You're moisturized. You're hydrated. You're feeling good. You're feeling good. Don't let nobody interrupt that vibe because the moment that you entertain a donkey, it's going to think it's a horse. You drink water and mind the business that pays you. This weekend, all you doing is celebrating the beauty, the love, everything that the divine has placed. All of you are in alignment with your assignment. So that's why, some folks might be trying to like see what you got going. Cause what do I always tell y'all? If you want to know who's real, be happy. The sharks is going to be out. Okay. Now remember, there's always going to be some sort of distraction. The devil is always going to turn around and be busy because he see you busy. So he want to get your attention, but don't. Remember, pause, observe, and respond later when the emotions are settled, because it feel like there could be some sharks in the water, but it's okay. You could swim with those sharks in the water, baby. Go ahead, go do a breaststroke. Go do a breaststroke. You might be floating and shit in the water. It ain't phasing you. It ain't no thing but a chicken wing, baby. It ain't no thing but a chicken wing. Okay. Some of y'all probably like tulips. Who knows? I don't know why I'm seeing tulips. Somebody who has like a tulip on their shirt or something like that. Or maybe you could be listening to this and you might randomly see a tulip. It could be a picture or something. But listen, you already on the road to success. And at the top is always going to be lonely. All right. And I want to say lonely. There's not really many people at the top. Vibes on me. I got what you want. Yes. Vibes on me. I got what you want. It ain't really lonely at the top. If you ever been to like one of those like skyscrapers or something like that, or even if like say you went to the Empire State Building, when you go up there, I don't know why I'm seeing also something where people are like going literally, maybe it might be nice where you're at, but like literally going somewhere where it's like it's very, very high, a skyscraper or something, or maybe you could be, I don't know why I'm thinking about LA, but what is it, like Hollywood? And if you notice that when you go to like those high places, remember, some people is scared of heights. All right. So a lot of people are not going to be at that top of the mountain. So you can't expect that. So shit is definitely going to turn around and be a little bit, like I said, I'm not seeing loneliness. I'm just seeing where it's just like, yo, you got to turn around and take care of you. Your focus right now is on you, your future, your family, and that's it. Everything else is just noise. Okay. It's just noise. All right. Rooftops. Okay. Maybe some of y'all going to the rooftop. I did get my scuba diving license so I could scuba dive with the sharks. I know that's right. Come on now. Swimming with sharks, baby. Okay. Listen. All right. Let's see this weekend, baby. This weekend. Great passion. Some of you could also be like get ignited with a like a burst of like creative energy. Okay, I'm seeing some sort of burst of creative energy, and I feel like this weekend, I feel like some of y'all are there's fun in what you're doing. Okay, you having a lot of fun. You being around some good energy. Again, you look at this. You also have the hangman here, chilling out and observing. Hangman, he observes. See, when the hangman, when he chills and he's looking, he's peeping the scene. He is peeping the scene, baby. And look, Knight of Pentacles. This is what I'm telling y'all, yo. You got the Knight of Pentacles, and you also have the hangman here. You're thinking before you speaking. You're really, I feel like some of y'all could have options this weekend too. Like I said, there's something about options this weekend where you are being, what they call it, an ambivert. I think it's called an ambivert, because it's an ambivert is like a mix of an introvert and an extrovert, where it's just like ambiverts, they go out and they could be like in crowds and stuff, but it takes a lot for them to socially charge. Oh, look at this. And you also got the high priest here. Okay, that's Taurus energy here. Okay, that's the Hierophant. Oh, let me find out. Y'all finna sit here. Y'all about to be somewhere. Who is this? Yeah, stay in alignment with your assignment, because like I said here, take care or there will be a loss of material wealth. So I'm also hearing that this weekend, all right, it feels like some of you are noticing that everybody can't come, or maybe you could be noticing that there's someone possibly where you've had a maybe a long-standing relationship with. Okay, Five of Wands in reverse, not disengaging, baby, disengaging. Okay, disengaging. Okay, look at this. The Six of Wands. Excuse me, the Five of Wands in reverse. Yeah, I feel like with it, when I'm looking at this is one of those, I'm getting like an energy of where you're in a field of I don't know why I just want to say a field of flowers, but you're frolicking, you're cool, you're committed to. For some of you, I know Ramadan is still going on, but there's just like a spiritual belief that you have. Like there's something very, very, like there's a commitment, a special commitment to yourself that you're not breaking. So that's why where it says take care or there will be a loss of material wealth. So you're noticing that certain people can't come due to the fact that they might be unhealthy in whichever manner. Now, however this resonates, but again, where it's just like, listen, these are the values. You have a set of value system. You have a value system here where it's just like, nah, I'm not going to negotiate that. I'm not going to go back and forth. I'm not trying to sit here and put these things up for grabs or compromise. So I feel you on this. And this weekend, come on now, rejuvenation. Some of you could also be doing some sort of like treatment, as far as maybe it's like a spa treatment or something where you're feeling like free. I don't know why I'm getting something where maybe somebody could be going to a sauna or something like that. Rejuvenation, that's Aries energy. You have Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and you also have the Two of Swords in reverse. Okay, yeah, you peep some cycle. I feel like this. It feels like this weekend you're going to be highly aware. Okay, so if you probably are going to feel like very charged this weekend, but charged in a way where you're like, you know what? Let me not go that route. Okay. And I feel like with this judgment card here, you make a good call not to want to go back and forth in a situation, because you probably notice that maybe you notice it, but they don't. Because I feel like with this Five of Wands and this Wheel of Fortune here, both of them in reverse, you realize something that maybe somebody doesn't realize about themselves. So again, it's just like, yo, I'm sticking to the vision, bro. Okay, with this High Priest here, like, okay, well, maybe our values, we have misaligned values, and you're just like, it's okay. Look at this. You also have Star card in reverse. That's Aquarius energy. Again, it just feels like maybe there's a level of someone like they have like a pessimistic mindset. Maybe you try to include them in something this weekend and they're just like Debbie Downers or something like that. Yeah, Eight of Swords here too. You could become, there's something about like somebody could also be in like mental imprisonment. Okay, or there's like somebody that's stuck like, and I don't know why I'm getting like a vortex again. Take care or there will be a loss of material wealth. So again, this is about the management of the possible guidance, or maybe you sharing something. Now, however this resonates, this also could be in regards to spiritual practices. So you have to be very mindful about who you are sharing your practices with, who you are deciding to help. Okay, maybe some of you are in a position to where you are a little bit further on your spiritual journey or wherever you're at, and this person is just like, they're not there yet. So just think about it like this. You know how they say when you're on a plane, that you got to put your mask on first. I also feel like this weekend too, y'all really possibly get out of, say, like this codependent or like the people pleasing zone too, where it's just like, yo, that's not my work to do, and I'm not going to do that work for you. I ain't doing all that. Look at what I just said. That's not my work to do. You have the Eight of Pentacles here. Some of you could also be working this weekend too, and it feels like this weekend could be like a weekend where it's very productive. Okay. I'm getting something where you're being very productive this weekend, and you're being very cautious and just very mindful about how like you are distributing like your energy, your time, and all that good stuff. You feel me? So, oh, and look at this. King of Pentacles, Kings, Queens, in betweens. It don't matter, baby. Okay. Like I said, drink water and mind the business that pays. All right. Kings, Queens, in betweens. It doesn't matter if you are a masculine or feminine watching this. With this King of Pentacles here, this is Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. Again, you are drinking water and minding the business that pays you, honey. You ain't got time to be going back and forth with somebody that just want to stay in a cycle, baby. I feel like maybe some of you like notice patterns or whatever this is, because again, take care or there will be emotional loss. Stick to whatever it is that your heart and your passion is with. Maybe some of you have a paid passion. Maybe some of you are doing what you love to do. I don't give a fuck if it's gardening. Maybe you are working on the weekend. Maybe you're deciding to work on something and get something started. However this resonates, but this weekend, it feels a more productive weekend emotionally, spiritually, and even when it comes to material. Because again, it just feels like I said, be careful about maybe somebody may trying to get you distracted from your work, okay, this weekend. So be careful about that too. All right. Folks may try to sit there and be like, oh, let's go ahead and let's do this. Or maybe somebody might be bored and they want to engage in a frivolous conversation with you, or a very charged up conversation. You don't got time. You don't got the capacity for it. Not this weekend, baby. Word. Living my best life. Oh, man. Remember that song? Living my best life? Yep, you have the Queen of Cups in reverse. Okay, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Yeah, this is definitely somebody where this is a water earth sign. Now it does, like I said, it doesn't matter kings, queens, in betweens, but with the King of Pentacles, this could just be the energy that you are taking on. King of Pentacles is somebody who is very responsible. King of Pentacles is somebody who is very devoted to their desires, devoted to whatever their practices are. This is somebody who really got some skin in the game. And on top of that too, the King of Pentacles is somebody that is very mindful about like what they do. They're not mismanaging. This is a very grounded individual, a very responsible individual. So you are being responsible with your time, with your energy, even with your knowledge. With this Queen of Cups in reverse, this is somebody who is emotionally, say, reactive. This is someone who has mishandled their own sort of emotions, and now maybe they could be looking at you to take care of that labor, and you just like, nah, not now. Or maybe somebody could be trying to put an emotional burden, or could be coming at you sideways. Again, remember, this weekend, be very mindful. Okay. Now, again, so you got the Eight of Swords here. This could be someone who also suffers from maybe like mental issues in a sense. I don't know. Maybe they recognize it or they don't. All right. With this Queen of Cups in reverse. Yeah. You just gotta be careful about like what you pick and choose to do or to engage with, because the Eight of Swords here, this feels like this could be, now again, it doesn't have to be a masculine or feminine, they don't have to be these signs, but there's a imbalance, and you are noticing that this weekend, where it's just like, nah, I'm noticing there's maybe like an imbalance in the input or the investing into a sort of situation, person, place, or thing. That Ace of Coins want to keep coming out. Okay, look at this. You got the Magician card here, and you also have the Eight of Wands. Let me find out some of y'all doing some manifestation work this weekend too. This is a good weekend to manifest. Okay, let me tell you something. Don't get it confused. Despite the spiciness, this is a good weekend to turn around and manifest. Put that joint into the air. All right. Work with what you got to get to where you need to go. And that's probably like what you're going to be focusing on this weekend, where it's just like, man, listen, I ain't got time for all that. That shit is old. I ain't got time for it. 8 of Wands and the Magician card. Maybe some of y'all probably doing a little bit of sprinkle this weekend. Maybe some of y'all are getting into energy of being more thankful, being more grateful, being more in the present. Okay, like really, like I said, with this tulip here, this is where it's just like, yo, I'm over here. This is what I'm worrying about, and this is what I'm on. I don't know what this shit is, but I know I ain't dealing with it. I'm not trying to, y'all not trying to fuck up the vibes or allow anybody to fuck up those vibes or put that on you. Because like I said, you got somebody here where it's just like their energy is off, and it just feels like they're trying to put that onto you. And this weekend, you ain't really having it. I'm not seeing no static, but I'm just seeing where you just like, hold on. I'm seeing this be a little bit more repetitive, and maybe you can't be there because you don't have the capacity to do it. Because again, you got the 8 of Pentacles here. You got other shit that you're worrying about. Great passion. Because let's just say you over here working on something, and now you got to talk this person off of a ledge, or you got to have a conversation because somebody wanted to bring up some old stuff or whatever the case is. And you just like, now you it fucks up either your vibe or it distracts you, and now here it is, 4 or 5 hours done passed because you've been going back and forth with this person, and now half the day gone, or your mood done fucked up. So that's why they saying take care, or there would be a loss of material wealth. You don't want to get into a zone where it distracts you, and next thing you know, or it brings you further away from like I said, whatever it is that you like, your commitment, or like your daily routine, your ritual. Okay, you don't got time. If it's not something that is going to speak life or provide some sort of like, say, enlightenment, then what you doing it for, bro? What you doing it for? Okay. Yeah, there's also like feminine energy here. You got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. For some of y'all, it could be like sisters, or even it could be female friends, or it could just be like some real cattiness too. Because with these, you got 2 queens and a king, and might be somebody trying to come to you with some gossip, or somebody that's like, again, they are imbalanced. And look, you got the Empress here at the bottom of the deck, Taurus, Libra energy. Kings, queens, in betweens, it does not matter. But this weekend, there's more focus on what you growing and what you trying to do. Okay, because I feel like some of y'all are trying to prep for the upcoming week, because maybe you could have like a big maybe like a big project or a big promotion, or maybe you just trying to basically just make sure that this weekend goes good, and so that way you could have a good week. Ain't nobody trying to start the week off on no BS. Like, come on now. Okay, all right. It's okay, boo. You feel me? So it's just like, yo, this weekend, I feel like it's a cool, calm, collective weekend. I feel like this weekend, you really like spoiling yourself. You're really focusing on yourself. It's just like you over here just resetting like your nervous system, or you have like some good system that's going. And apparently where it's just like, all right, maybe it might be some misaligned values here, especially with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. It could be some misaligned values that you're noticing, and you just like, yo, I see it and it's above me. I can't, I don't need to engage, because what is the conversation for? Okay. Said book myself a hotel for the weekend. I know that's right. Listen, them staycations, man, listen, book yourself a hotel for the weekend. Go ahead and decompress, because at the end of the day, and I always say this, is that whatever it is that you done within the last 6 years, because like I said, the pandemic was something that really affected everybody globally. Okay, it really affected everybody globally. So there's some people that they either compounded more stress or they ended up starting some new stuff or whatever the case is. And now fast forward to the present time, now that shit done gain a whole bunch of interest on top of the stuff that they did not deal with. So just imagine people who have had closeted things that they didn't deal with. The next thing you know, you had the pandemic where it was more stuff, and then all the in-betweens, because between 2020 and 2026, that's 6 years, mad stuff happened, yo. There was mad events. I mean, between like the shift in the finances, and then also you got that, it's just way too much stuff. And then at the end of the day, if you are here and you are listening to this, be grateful. Like, period. This is why, like, for me, I really stand firm on that, because we done seen so many lives lost. But in 2020 by itself, there were millions of people that did not make it. We had some freaking pre-apocalyptic weird ass virus that was taking folks out. And here it is. You are still present and you still have some level of fight in you, because obviously you woke up today. Why stay ruminating over things that you cannot change? Being grateful or holding on to something that was pre-2020, and there's so many other things. That's something where it's just like, yo, if you ain't deal with it, or you chose not to deal with it, that is not the responsibility of anybody else. You cannot put that load onto no one else. You got to take care of you. You can't worry about what people are doing for you, or who didn't do this or who didn't do that. Because at the end of the day, guess what? There was a lot of shit that happened, and people didn't know if they were coming or going. So if you are here today, be grateful, be happy, because at the end of the day, shit could have got really, really real fast and way worse. If 2020 didn't wake y'all up to say, yo, you know what? I need to get in my bag, then you better start doing it now, because you don't want to turn around and be carrying more shit from like fucking over 20 years ago, and then coming into a whole new a whole new, say, whatever the hell is going on right now with more. We already got enough stress that was built up between 2020 and 2026. Why you gonna sit here and bring in more shit prior to that? It's just like, yo, if you ain't handle that shit before 2020, or whatever it was that you had going on, and you didn't handle it or even start to handle it in 2020, when we all was sent home, we all couldn't go nowhere, we couldn't see our loved ones, we had all that stuff that's going on, and you chose not to deal with it, but you chose to fuck around. Now you're going to find out, because guess what? Right now, the way how the world is moving, people are trying to figure out how can they just make it to see tomorrow. In general, no matter what, everybody got too much stuff going on. So if you don't hold close to the ones that really like put some value and really invested and held you down in any form of fashion, but you want to sit here and you want to be dwelling and ruminating over who ain't do this and who ain't do that, man, listen, that's an ungrateful attitude, bro. Hey, Jazz, that's an ungrateful attitude. That's ungrateful, yo. That's ungrateful. And on top of that, like, I'm big, like, yo, you know what? You handle it. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I respect your autonomy, but it's above me. That is above my pay grade. That is above me. I don't, that's just what you got to say is, I don't have the capacity, bro. I don't have the capacity. It's way too much stuff going on. And there's things that's happening where it's just like, yo, you can't see what's going on, but you over here, you want to be talking about some BS? Nah, bro. Like, you want to be talking about some emotions or some feeling? Nah, man. It's way too much life out here. It's way too many things to be happy and thankful for. Ain't nobody perfect. This world is not perfect, but one thing's for certain, two things for sure. I am grateful and more than blessed to see another freaking day, man. And health and wealth is of the mind and heart. I ain't holding on to nothing that I ain't turn around and it's not conducive. It ain't gonna get you nowhere. Like, and and you know what, and somebody need to say it at some point in time, especially if you in your big age, if you are a millennial and you still talking about some fucking childhood shit or whatever, unless it's like something that's really, really extensive, no matter what it is, go get the freaking help. There's way too many resources out here for you not to get the proper help. Instead of trying to push that shit onto other people so for them to do your work, or because you don't want to do it, or because you want to hide from it, or you want to hide behind something, or you wanted to use all these other escape routes. Nah, there's way too many resources. There's way too many things, because what's going to happen is that y'all going to end up pushing people away because you ain't want to handle your shit, or you ain't want to face it. Either you face it now, or you gonna get smacked. And the longer you wait and the older you get, I'm telling you, that shit gonna hurt. It gonna go from a smack to a Mike Tyson punch. So you might as well get it together, because we already don't know what the hell is ahead of us. So the best thing that you could do is condition your mind, body, and soul, and prepare the best way freaking possible that you can. But if you want to sit down and fucking ruminate and co-ruminate, and you want people to emotionally validate your bullshit ass feelings or whatever, nah, go somewhere with that shit. Yo, people got things to do and places to go. Because at the end of the day, listen, it's getting real spooky and spookier out here. While y'all over here fucking tussling in the comments about some bullshit, these niggas is over here making monopoly moves. There's so many things that's happening, and it's just like, bruh, are you really serious right now? Like, yo. And if you and my thing is too, just like, yo, if you really gonna seek the help, you really gonna go get therapy, or you gonna see a psychiatrist, then really do that shit. Don't fucking go in there just trying to take notes, or trying to use it and weaponize it and for against people. Like, come on. If you gonna do it, do the shit for real. Okay, ain't nobody asking you to be perfect, but do the shit for real. Like, period. Do it for real. Because again, when that reality check come, that shit ain't gonna be no joke. People gonna realize, like, oh wow, yeah, because while you was over there sitting around bullshitting or sitting around fucking playing victim, guess what? Everybody was moving and living their life the best way possible. You ain't the only one that got shit going on. There's real life stuff. Nobody doesn't have don't have it to give no more, in the sense of just like, yo, everybody's being very mindful about what they should, because resources are scarce, period. Like, resources are scarce, so people are being more mindful about what they are investing in, whether if it's physically, emotionally, or monetarily, because at the end of the day, that shit is expensive and it's going to cost you down the line. So, man, listen, fuck with those who fuck with you, and just fuck with you firsthand. Cause listen, and nobody gonna really rock with you and love you like how you love you. So if you want to sit back and be worrying about who didn't do what, or be mad at the fact that you mishandle and you mismanage your heart or your time, your money, and all this other shit, guess what? People still gonna be going. So while you over there watching everybody else's plate, yours is getting cold. While you over there watching everybody else's plate, yours is getting cold. While you watching all the people that fucked you over, you are over here still fucking yourself over. Ain't got time, baby. Ain't got time for it. All right. Okay. All right, so list is closed. I'm gonna close the list right now. Hold on. Okay. All right, Zany baby. All right, let's see. Danny and then Perla. Okay. And yeah, I'm about to wrap this up because I got to go to the gym. About to get ready to go to the gym. right. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right, let's see. All right, let's see. Zany baby, let's see what general messages we have. Word, got to go. I ain't got time, man. I ain't got time. I don't. Life is way too precious. I ain't get this far to get this far. Straight up. I ain't come this far to get this far. Listen, I wish you peace, love, success, and I hope you handle that. Okay? How you just be like, I hope you handle that. I hope you handle that. Ain't no beef, ain't no malice in my heart. Listen, that's it. All right, let's see. What do we have for Danny, baby? All right, let's see. General. After Danny, then it is Perla Barbie. Perla Barbie. I don't know why I said Perla Barbie. Pearl about to dress up like a Barbie this weekend. All right, let's see. Danny, baby. Messages from... Let's see. General messages. What you got for Danny, baby spirit? Ooh, you got a Hermit card here. And you also have the Four of Cups in reverse, Six of Pentacles in reverse. Let's see. I feel like somebody is acting like something is okay. Because you have everything is fine. What is this? What is this? You have Six of Pentacles in reverse, the Four of Cups in reverse, and then you have the Ten of Swords upright as everything is fine. But I feel like this is, let's see who this is, because I don't feel like this is you. This feels like somebody that's acting like something is okay, but it's not. Because the Hermit card makes me feel like this is you just minding your business at this point. What's this Hermit card about? That's Virgo energy here. You also have the Three of Swords. Yeah, it just feels like somebody could be acting like they're not hurt, but they are. It's just like someone is putting on the front. You also have the Six of Wands. Yeah, I got two sixes here. I don't know why June 6 came up, but with the Six of Wands upright and the Six of Pentacles in reverse, and you also have the Four of Cups here. I feel, oh, and you also have the Knight of Swords in reverse. You know, you may end up having like a conversation with someone, and when you notice stuff, just pay attention to like somebody's like maybe habits or what they're doing. I'm seeing somebody like either drink or going out more, but there's I don't know why I got bipolar. It just feels like there's something that you notice in who's this person? Who's this person? You have the Empress in reverse. You have the Three of Wands here. You also have the Queen of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, this possibly maybe could be maybe a older person, or maybe somebody. I don't know why I'm also getting, this is definitely giving me like a feminine energy, because you have the Queen of Cups here with the Nine of Pentacles. So the Queen of Cups upright, this is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. Is water energy, and also with the Nine of Pentacles. It just feels like maybe somebody that this could be someone that you really like, you really have a very profound respect for them. They could be an elder, or maybe it could be somebody that presents themselves as like they're okay, but you notice that there's something off about them. You have the Five of Pentacles upright. Yeah, just like you notice that something is off about them. It feels like maybe they go ghost, or you don't hear from them, but it's just like pay attention to someone's behavior. Yeah, I don't know what. And you also have the Queen of Pentacles too. Yeah. I'm also getting something too about just be mindful that I feel like for you, try not to overwork yourself, or maybe this is somebody that's a workaholic. Queen, Nine, and Queen of Cups here. There's a lot. It feels like there's a lot that that either someone is juggling, but with the Empress in reverse, this could be burnout. So this feels like this is one with the burnout, I feel like with you. So just be mindful that you're getting a proper rest and you're resetting. There's definitely something about here where there's reset. There's a reset, and there's a need to replenish. Queen of Cups and Queen of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles definitely need to take like a you day. Okay. Because you don't want to just like keep being on the go. All right. But also, like I said, I'm getting a lot of feminine energy here. It could be a friend, it could be someone, but it's just, this feels like this is someone that's very familiar. I don't know if you spoke to them in a while. You have the Death card in reverse. That's Scorpio energy. Yeah, someone is taking something very hard. 2 of Wands in reverse. You have the 8 of Cups. And you also have the 3 of Cups. Yeah, I'm just getting somebody that's drinking a lot. There's I don't know if you know this, but there's someone that could be around you that drinks a lot. Like maybe they weren't a drinker before, but they are drinking a lot. 3 of Pentacles in reverse and the 4 of Swords. There's a lot of threes here. Yeah, there's an energy where someone is disengaging. I'm just again, maybe they could, I'm hearing something about like Gen Zer also. Yeah, it just feels like there's someone where like their circle is changing. Like you're just noticing that there's a change in someone that's around you, and there may be a time like to pull them back in, to reel them back in, and to just have like a talk with them. And with the Page of Cups at the top, this also could be somebody who is a mother also. It just feels like there's somebody, this could be also somebody who is a mom, or maybe like someone who gives off like a nurturing sort of energy. But I just feel like there's like someone could be, you could just see through their actions and just the path that they're going down. This also could be someone who is very young too. Yeah, it just feels like a path that they're going down. Maybe due to somebody could have lost their job. But there's a path that this person is going down. And I don't know why I keep getting like a heavy drinker with this Cups energy. Let's see. How will she know who this person is? 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 Maybe y'all could have went to, I don't know, something about either like a church, or this person could have been very religious. It feels like maybe some point in time y'all shared like some sort of like belief or value system, or maybe this is somebody that could have been possibly maybe like a mentor or something like that to you, or they could have that sort of position. 4 of Pentacles in reverse, the 9 of, yeah, I keep getting this Cups energy. Maybe they it feels like this person could possibly, maybe they were supposed to move but they didn't. You have the 4 of Wands. Yeah, there's something about like maybe you left but they stayed. There's something about like someone staying, or maybe this is someone from like your old city. Okay, you have the 9 of Pentacles here. It feels like this is something where maybe they're from like your old city or your old neighborhood. All right, Perla. All right, let's see. Perla. Hold on. Perla. All right, let's see. General messages for Perla. General messages for Perla. Let's see. General messages for Perla. General messages for Perla. You got 10 of Cups, 8 of Cups. You got a lot of Cups energy here. Queen of Cups. I don't know why I'm getting some sort of celebration or something like that. You have the 3 of Cups in reverse, But the 10 of cups, 8 of cups is upright. You know what? You are, you've been getting this like a few times in your reading where it's just like, I just see you just doing like your own thing. I also see something here with this cups energy, something that you really, really like feel like you really, really love to do. I just feel like I see you replenishing or like re-upping in a sense is what I'm hearing with the Judgment card in reverse and the 3 of cups in reverse. Also too, I'm just seeing somebody that may have a little bit too much to drink. Okay, somebody may end up getting a little bit too maybe enjoying themselves a little bit too much. All right, also see that you could be telling them like they shouldn't drive. All right, I'm hearing something about like don't let them drink and drive. Yeah, you have the Hermit card here. There's something about like don't let somebody drink and drive. You have the King of Cups. It could be a masculine. All right. It just feels like there's also, yeah, there's a lot of cups energy here. So I'm just seeing just where everybody's having like a good time, 10 of cups. But then with this 8 of cups here and this 3 of cups in reverse, somebody could attempt to like leave and maybe like drive or something like that. So just with this Hermit card, and you also have the Wheel of Fortune here, but you also have like the Queen of Cups upright. I feel like you could be either the designated like the designated person, or maybe you could call them an Uber, but just yeah, Page of Wands. Yeah, and you also have the Queen of Pentacles too. It feels like this is a couple with a child. Yeah, there's something here about a couple with a child. Maybe you're going out or maybe you meet them or something that nature, but there's something here where someone has a teen, but they're with them. I don't know, but I don't know, maybe this could be like the other people that's in the car, but I'm just getting like some drinking and driving here. Magicians, Page of Cups, and also like the Page of Wands. I'm also getting something too where with this Magician card, and also like with this Page of Cups, you could be visiting possibly maybe like a river or a lake or something of that nature. Okay, and maybe you're doing like an offering. Okay, I'm seeing flowers, I'm seeing like vines and like cherry blossoms. You also have the 5 of Wands. Yeah, 9 of Cups in reverse, and also the 9 of Wands here. Yeah, yeah, there's definitely like, listen, time and energy is fluid, but this 9 of Wands and this 5 of Wands, they may put a fight up because y'all aren't letting them go home by themselves or to drive home. How would she know who this person is? Who's this person who's this person? Who's this? You have the King of Swords. Yeah, there's somebody that's definitely incoherent. Yeah, they can't drive. I just keep hearing don't let them drive. You have the 6 of Pentacles and the King of Swords in reverse. You may have to like trick them. Okay, you may have to trick them. You may have to like get yeah, and you also have the Queen of Swords too. I just keep getting like a couple or something like that, or maybe just like a family. Yeah, somebody could get, this could happen over the weekend or just during the time where everybody is hanging out. Could be like some, family. You know how that shit get. Maybe there might be a fight that could break out between like, your family, and then all of a sudden somebody's trying to leave to storm out, but they're too drunk and you don't want them to. So just I feel like you will be the voice that they listen to. And at the end of the day, it feels like you're going to be the voice that they hear. So, and that, the voice of reasoning. So you may have to be the one that will intervene and be like, because they hear you. There's something about like they'll listen to you, but not nobody else. Okay, y'all. Let me go ahead and get up out of here. Y'all have a beautiful and safe weekend. And remember, drink water and mind the business that pays. Later.